The AI revolution is here, guys. You're watching Räe Messenger's YouTube, TikTok, social media. I don't know what you're watching this from, but this channel is called Räe Messenger, and Räe Messenger is the most powerful tool on the internet. She's your on-the-go writing assistant that exponentially speeds up all of your writing systems and processes. And she's coming out with more powerful tools for you to use. Check her out right now. Start DMing her right now for free on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on Facebook Messenger, or on Räe Messenger. Hit her up at Räe the AI. At Räe the AI. That's RAETHEAI. You can check her out right now. And so, let me transition over now to what this video is really about. And it's the race. It is the race for AI. So, guys, have you guys heard about Google? Right now, Google and Microsoft are in a race. This moment reminds me of the .com era. Obviously, I want to say I was not alive then, but I'll just say it like this. I was a spring young chicken back then. But it reminds me of the .com era, the race. Right now is the time. Whoever jumps onto this race right now has the opportunity. This moment in AI is like the moment of the social media era. There's always going to be a moment like this, and there's always going to be a moment like this, right? But it seems it doesn't come, but it's going to take years apart. They're years apart, right? So right now, this is like the beginning of social media. That happened in the mid 2000s, or this is like, or the late 2000s, or this is like end of 1999, the what do you call it? The .com era. So it's like every 10 years, there's an opportunity, a grand opportunity of that decade to capitalize on. So I would say in the 90s, it was getting online, getting the .com, getting online, right? In the 2000s, especially later 2000s, it was about creating social media. Then in the 10s, especially in the 10s, it was about services on or apps, right? Like, what do you call it? Uber, Tinder, all those service-based companies. Right now, we're well into Web3. There was a hype that went on NFTs and Web3 that happened last year or 2 years ago now, 2021 in the fall, when Facebook changed its name to Meta. But that was just a fad. And, I watched this really great video on Y Combinator. And they mentioned how, the difference between a real moment, a real time for an industry, and a fad. And it's about utility. With NFTs, it doesn't have utility yet. It's gonna get there, but it's just not there yet. Now with AI, the utility is here. It is needed now in the moment. And so you can tell that this is a real moment, just like when the iPhone came out. And the utility, iPhone is what created the whole app ecosystem. The utility, the importance of that. And that is exactly what's happening right now with apps like Räe Messenger, ChatGPT, and now Google's Bird. So Google is in a race with Microsoft. Microsoft owns a good, they've invested a lot in ChatGPT, in ChatGPT, OpenAI's ChatGPT. So they have more access than Google. But Google, the difference is Google is such a big company, right? And it's a search engine, and it's such a reliable company. They can't just pivot and start, they can't pivot and allow for Bird to come out, because right as it stands, ChatGPT, it has limited, it sometimes gives you false information or inaccurate information. Sometimes also gives you, it has limited information past 2021, right? So it's not perfect. And Google, it prides itself on being perfect, or at least giving you reliable information that's not fake news, right? We had the whole fake news era. I would say that's from about 2016 till 2020. That was the whole fake news era. Now we want validity online. And what Chat GPT does, or what these AI language modules do, is language models do. Is it modules or module? But what they do is, I should know that. That's something I should know. Yeah, it's a model. Yeah, I thought so. But what they do is that they're giving you all this information and it's not always accurate. So here's the problem though, because Google is such a reliable company, they can't just come out with bird, but they see what's happening with ChatGPT. And right now it's an arbitrage moment. If ChatGPT dominates, if Microsoft dominates in this moment, they will take the whole era of AI. Just the same way that Google dominated in the search engine space, Google could lose that. Don't forget, in the early 2000s, again, I wasn't born then, but in the early 2000s, Yahoo and Google were both equally as powerful as each other, right? They were competitors. It was not clear who was superior, but Google made the important, impactful changes, buying YouTube, doing all these things, to make it this superpower, to make it the go-to place as a search engine. Like, who goes to Bing? Like, no one does that. But once Microsoft Bing came through, but now, no, scratch that. But now that we have ChatGPT, Microsoft sees this opportunity to be the search engine of the AI revolution. And now Google wants to maintain its monopoly on being the search engine, because if whoever is the search engine is the hub. If you're the search engine, you are the hub, right? You are the hub. And Google is losing out on that. Google's losing out on that right now, on that race. And so what they're trying to do is quickly come out with bird, even though they know it's not to their standards in terms of giving information. But the moment, like now that Microsoft has announced that I'm going to show you this right now. Microsoft announces new Bing and Edge browser powered by ChatGPT, right? Now you're going to be able to, it's like you're searching for something and it's just, you get ChatGPT on there. That's so powerful in a search engine, right? Because right now, that's how powerful AI is. Räe, the AI is so powerful, but a lot of consumers, their mindset is not so much like, let me go to, when I think I need to find something, the first thing, I'm still getting used to the whole, let me just ask Räe the AI, right? I'm still getting used to that. The thing that you think, because we've been doing this for over a decade, let me go to Google, let me Google it, right? The fact that they've even coined the term Google, they've made Googling the not let me search for it, no, let me search for it online, no, let me Google it. That's how you know that a company has dominated and monopolized an industry. Coca-Cola did it. Like, do you even know that Coca-Cola exists outside of Coca-Cola? So many, or Xerox at the time. So this is where you have Google has monopolized this, but Bing is trying to now we're going to be talking about Bing and saying, and in line with AI, let me Bing it and it will write something for you. That's what Bing is trying to achieve. And Google does not want to give that power away, because that's the backbone of their whole ecosystem. Without driving the traffic to search for things through Google, what is their business model? What is YouTube? I think for everybody on YouTube, you want Google to win this race. Because if Bing wins the race, what's going to happen to YouTube? How are people going to discover YouTube videos? I mean, they still will. YouTube is huge, but it just really helps that when you search for something, you can see it in a YouTube video and you can go click on YouTube. And that's part of what helped Google dominate, because they tapped into video and they tapped into text. And so now this race is on. It's exciting. It's interesting to see who's going to win. But you don't have to wait. You can participate now. You can be a part of this revolution if you guys go and subscribe. to Räe the AI. Just DM her right now at RAE the AI on Instagram. Just DM her. Ask her to write an essay for you. Ask her to write an email for you. Ask her a question about, what's the population of whatever. I don't know. Ask her to give you some research information. She'll find it for you. That's how easy it is to use Räe the AI on Instagram right now, on WhatsApp. So if you go to raetheai.com, RAETHEAI.com, or you go at Räe the AI on Instagram, on Facebook, on all socials, you'll find her. Anyway, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the race? Who do you think is going to win this race for AI domination in this AI revolution? We're in a new era. We're well into Web3, and NFTs are going to be impactful shortly. But for now, hang tight and let's look at the stuff that utility is present in. And that is with Räe the AI. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. You're watching the content channel for Räe Messenger. And make sure you guys, again, DM us. You'll find out. And I'll see you in the next one. My name is Kenim. A peace.